exciting start, and a lot of sports stock class, always a lot of action, throughout the pack. And the riders flying all over the place. It's a wild affair. Amazingly on skis that are last built in the mid-90s.
Right.
And now Underhill closing the gap on Scruggs. He has worked his way up behind Scruggs and trying to find a way around. The section helped him on that last lap.
Well, I'll just call it out. Brett Underhill is darn near exhausted. The rider in front of him almost bails over the log jump. That's Scruggs. Underhill got to take a different try, a different split or something to get out of that pump wash.
Yeah, I think he utilized a split last lap, went on the inside, and he gained a boat length or two by virtue of doing that. I think he should give it another shot here and see what happens.
It's certainly worth it.
As Richock just comes by again, just completely by himself on the racetrack, seemingly all day, he has been completely by himself on another part of the track than the rest of the riders.
Well, you see Taylor Stewart trying to track him down. He's left.
Yeah. Here comes Underhill and Scruggs one more time. Then Zeke Kine working his way up into the mix. And then Voss right there behind Kine. So we got a nice battle shaping up here for second place.
Watch the log jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch the log jump. It's getting late in the race. They're getting tired. It's even more important to have a good jump over it.
We haven't seen any drama on that log jump to speak of today.
No.
Which is pretty unusual. I think we need to make it bigger.
Well, if you put more air in the tires, it floats higher, but also tends to break holes and break the log jump.
Or put two of them in a row.
No, we never do that. Now, Sandy, my friend Sandy, never want to do that again. Might be once in a lifetime. Well, you only get paralyzed once.
No, you're not. Okay, Ray, are you doing sports stock? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. All right. Well, laps are winding down here in Pro-Am ski stock, and man, Matthew Richock is kind of taking the drama out of this race, Kurt.
There is no drama. It is a Richock benefit at this point.
Yeah, no question about it. Good. I mean, this guy, I love him. I love his riding style. I've really enjoyed watching him over the last few years in the Pro Watercross Tour, and it's no surprise to me that he is, performing the way he is, and just a top talent and getting faster by the year, and good to see. Good guy, too.
I'm thinking the fastest guy on the track right now is Underhill.
He might be.
Well, look at the distance between himself and Scruggs now. He really moved out once he got by, and he started to reel in Richock a little at a time. Now, I'm not saying Matt's going wide open. He's probably saving the boat, saving the energy. Looks like white flag out. And, one more lap for Richock.
I might be mistaken, Kurt, but I don't think Underhill's gotten by Scruggs. Has he?
He got it back.
That's it. That's the ticket.
Oh, Scruggs.
Oh,
sticking it a little bit. And here comes
battle.
There you go. Underhill's got position.
Last lap. What a battle for second right now. Scruggs and Underhill going at it. Meanwhile, Richock is out having a cold one in the back part of the race course.
He stopped to get a hot dog after that sandwich.
Well, he's 20, so he's having a cold Coke now.
Putting a lot of effort out there.
He's got one more year to go before.
All right, Underhill up and over after Scruggs. This is the final lap. If Underhill's going to make a move, this is the time to do it. Scruggs, he's going to make the choice. Underhill's going to have to.
Scruggs continued to pull away from him. Underhill caught him, and that was it. Checkered flag comes out. Let's hear it. Matthew Rinchuk, undisputed world champion in Pro-Am ski stock. What a great ride today for Matthew Rinchuk. Absolutely dominant performance here today, Kurt.
Right, and one of the nicest guys you want to talk to in the pits. Seriously, folks.
Great guy.
Wow.
So Scruggs, is he going to hang on to this second place position? Underhill went to the inside split on the last lap here. Here comes Scruggs. Looks like it's going to be Underhill taking the dive. Who's going to be? Oh, I don't know.
I think Scruggs got it.
Did he?
I think he did.
I think he did too, but I think it was closer than anybody expected.
Well, this angle too, Rick. I mean, seriously, I couldn't call it for sure.
No, I couldn't.
Because that is a straight line between those two boys.
In there. I mean, they were closer than I would have thought they'd be. So, well, I'll be interested to see what the final call was on that.
Well, a little bit of drama everywhere in there.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Sports Stock, race 23, moto number 3, World Championship on the line. On the number 5 machine out of Carmel, Indiana, Christian Daly.
Number 13 out of Davie, Florida, Sammy Niemi.
On the number 17 out of Carthage, Texas, Kenny Compton.
21Y out of Delray Beach, Florida, Mark Landis.
36 out of Bonita Springs, Florida, Jason Sahagian.
Number 55 out of Cicero, Indiana, Kirsten Hasty.
On the double 9 out of Jacksonville, Florida, Matt Johnson. 100
out of Gilbert, Arizona, Revan Harris.
On the 110 out of Bradenton, Florida, Tori Snyder.
Number 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, Devin Farthing.
On the 169 out of Cicero, Indiana, Mike Hamaker.
Number 176 out of Miami, Valentina Lescano.
On the 201 out of Delray Beach, Florida, Valentina's boy toy, Christopher Landis.
Number 239 out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Bobby Cardone. There we go.
All right. Sports Stock on the line, the fastest sport boats on the planet. This is the third and final moto.
Well, keep an eye on Christian Daly. Christian on the inside. He has dominated so far today. Boat number 5, that's Sea-Doo, and he gets a strong start out of the gate and into the first turn on the inside. Daly's going to take the lead.
On the outside, looks like the Farthing brothers as bookends. Devin on the inside, Talon on the outside. Devin definitely charging hard. Got somebody trying to make the sweep. They won't make it. Here comes Devin Farthing on the outside and Christian Daly on the inside, Rick.
Yeah, Devin definitely pulled the whole shot on the outside. Here he comes charging down the front straightaway. It's going to be Farthing, but it is all Christian Daly with the Davis Trailers whole shot. Man, what a great start again for Daly. And look out for the rest of the field, Kurt.
Well, I may be confused, but I believe that's Matt Johnson in the lead.
Was that Johnson on the
double 9?
Double 9. Let's double check that.
I believe that's Daly in third position and Farthing in second.
Correct,
either way.
that is.
And here goes
99.
Devin Farthing using the inside, trying to chase down Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson on that double 9, been having a great rides all day. Farthing up and down day, always fast. He's in second, having a battle though, and Daly going to put the wood to it right now.
Well, they all go to the outside split on this one, and look at Daly now coming around. I was wondering if Farthing was going to be able to hold off Daly because Devin is so fast on that blaster. He's looking over at Daly, and he's looking over his right shoulder, then he looks over his left shoulder, and here comes Daly. Oh, man, what a battle.
I think Devin got a little bit of the scare there, and he may know the points going in as well.
Well, remember the last moto when Daly went around Devin, it was very fast and aggressive.
No question about it. But Devin's still out front. And you know, while we're talking about that, Matt Johnson quietly is distancing himself from second and third. Right now, Matt Johnson on a charge. He has 2 seconds, 2 and a first, to be 5 overall. Daly with 2 first, he could finish back almost third place.
Yes.
And still win the overall. So Daly doesn't have to charge too hard.
Matt Johnson, number 99, looking good out in front.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Farthing behind him, charging in second, and then Daly. But, you know, Johnson 37 years old, out of Jacksonville, Florida, on that Sea-Doo HX with a second place finish in both the first and second motos. So he is in contention for the overall here, and he is looking good. Look at him go on that HX, takes a quick look over his shoulder and check the position of both Farthing and Daly, and he's in a good position right now with a sizable lead. There comes Daly inside
Daly
of
made the
Farthing.
move on the back straightaway, and just by points, Farthing's completely out of it. There's no chance.
Yeah, Daly making the move around Farthing. Now he sets his sights on our race leader, Matt Johnson. Keep an eye on boat number 5, Christian Daly, making the turn onto the front straightaway. Here comes 99 in the lead.
Matt Johnson looked over his shoulder. You could see his eyes get large when he saw the number 5, Christian Daly, multi-time champion, right behind him. Matt Johnson's riding the ride of his life right now. He got the whole shot. He's out in front. He's large and in charge. He's making decisions, and he's going to keep that lead as long as he can keep Christian Daly behind him. No easy job, Rick.
Yeah, well, he is 37 years old, Matt Johnson is, and he's been around a long time, a lot of races under his belt, so he knows what the positions are, what the standings are. He has no doubt how fast Daly has been all day, and that he is going to have to ride the race of his life to keep Daly behind him. But here comes Daly, and I think it's going to be really tough for Matt Johnson to keep him behind him for another lap.
Well, Johnson just looked over his shoulder. He sees Daly right there. If it was me, I'd be nervous, but give it up for Matt Johnson.
Yes.
He's out in front, and until Daly gets by, it's his race to lose.
And these in this stock class for the sport division, it's the 2 Sea-Doo HXs that are out front and dominating. Of course, Daly is dominated. They've dominated all day with first and second place finishes. And even though this is a sports spec class, meaning the different skis have different modifications allowed to make them equal, but it's been all Sea-Doo HX.
And it is HX at the nails. Johnson and Daly going at it on the far left-hand side. Johnson's got the lead, but Daly is right there. Christian Daly setting up Matt Johnson. I don't think Matt knows where he's going. Well, Daly is going inside, outside. He keeps looking for him.
Yeah, he's going to know in just a couple of minutes because
yes, he is.
Christian Daly is closing the gap pretty quickly. But I'll give it to Matt Johnson. Kudos to him because the last 2 laps, he has really done a nice job of keeping Daly behind him, about the same amount of space. But Daly's going to charge, and this is going to be a battle.
Let's go down to Eileen and see what she's got.
Thanks, guys. Something to remember is that on this course, those buoys are moving as these athletes are speeding through the water. However, they are on a lake and not an ocean, so it does make for a little bit more of an equal level playing field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Eileen. Well, still on the track.
Yeah, Johnson continues to keep Daly behind him, which is no small feat, and they come up on lap traffic. Now, this could play a role as Johnson now has got to find his way around some lapped riders, and Daly is lurking right behind him, seeing if there's going to be a mistake, seeing if Johnson gets held up by lap traffic.
We got a rider off to the side there as our leaders go by.
Oh, and a mistake out on the track. Oh, that was Daly that spun out momentarily and allowed Johnson to scoot away. The first mistake we've seen all day by Christian Daly, and that has allowed Johnson to extend that lead. And, man, it's going to make it a little tougher on Daly if he wants a clean sweep here today.
No, Daly just made the pass.
That's a lapped rider.
That is a lapped rider. Is
Johnson still
that was Johnson making the pass.
Yes.
My bad.
Oh, and somebody going out to make up a miss buoy, and Daly goes into the lead. Johnson had to go make up a miss buoy, and Daly inherits the lead. And Farthing now jams into third place, and he is right behind Matt Johnson, looking to make a move on Johnson. Although in the overall scheme of things today, Farthing is not going to really figure as he's had a rough day earlier in the motos.
Yeah, watch Matt Johnson as he is tearing up this track. He sets that boat. He's in a relaxed mode. Christian Daly, you see Daly standing. Daly standing almost the entire race. Johnson uses a seat. Daly uses it only to push his thighs against. He makes that boat do things that other people just can't make an HX do, Rick.
Well, Daly is 23 years old. Johnson is 37 years old. And I'll take Daly's riding style over the two just because standing up definitely allows you to keep better control of the watercraft. And what happens when you're standing is you don't get knocked around the watercraft as you do when you're sitting down. When you're sitting down, you get bounced around and can get knocked off. When you're standing up, you can absorb the bumps and you can absorb all the different undulations and keep control of the boat a lot better.
Well, and one of the major benefits of standing is you lower the center of gravity, and that's a significant advantage. You know, all the weight is through your feet instead of up on the seat. You get to hold that thing wide open as the rains come to tell us.
Yeah, that's
we need to clean up the air.
Daly out in front and jamming, and he is in control. He has dominated the first two motos. Christian Daly, of course, his dad, Derek Daly, one of the great race car drivers in American history. Talked to him earlier today. Good to see him here. And his son, Christian Daly, a dominant rider in pro watercross in this sport class as the heavens descend on Naples, Florida right now in the middle of this moto. Here we go. Daly out in front and charging. Boat number 5 in complete control of the sports stock class.
Yeah, the rain is going to affect these riders now.
Well,
I saw a rider earlier drop his goggles, and he's going to be hating that now.
That's a
White
mistake
flag
right
out. One
there.
lap to go. Your leader, Christian Daly. He has traffic in front of him. The rain is pouring down. It stings your skin like bees at this speed.
If you don't have your goggles on in the rain like this, you are going to get pelted in the eye. It's going to sting at 50 miles an hour out there, 60 miles an hour, whatever. These boats more 50, 40, 50 at top speed. You get those raindrops right into your eyeballs, and it hurts, you know, mightily, and you don't want that at all, to say the least.
Well, I can see Christian decided the way to take care of that is just finish the moto. Look at the speed, wide open on the back straight. This is a final time through. Daly taking the right, the left, two boats in front of him, two more buoys for a championship. Watch him as he makes the turn. Folks, give him some applause. Christian Daly, your new Pro Watercross World Champion. Unofficially. And Matt Johnson comes in, puts his fist in the air. Matt Johnson, you should be proud of yourself. What a great ride.
Yeah, nice second place finish today. You know, Landis was running strong early and had some problems. Tough to see him drop back, but some great racing in this sports stock class.
Yeah, and not to be forgotten, Devin Farthing came in third spot. He's had a heck of a day, ups and downs, and good to see the young man do well in this final moto. Well, I guess I don't have to wash the car, Rick.
All right. Okay, we're gonna bring everybody off the water real quick. We think this is gonna blow through very quickly, and then we can get back to racing. So we advise you to take cover for just about 5 or 10 minutes while this blows through, and we'll be good to go here in just a little bit.
We'll be done by 5. What do you want these guys on headsets? What do you want? What? It's just a little rain. Florida. Oh, man. Hey, you're from Florida. You're okay with this. We're from California. This is scary.
Yeah. Well, this is an annual event.
And here comes
an annual event in California.
And this is red cell. Right now, it's red.
Right.
I'm telling you, I don't think I'm there. Let's keep racing, man.
I saw that the other night. I don't know, last week. Yes, I'd never seen it. Oh, really? Oh, God, we were laughing so hard. I keep days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's coming. That was a good spot. Oh, no.
Open mic.